Hey fifth graders, so we are on day 13 of our Read with Power unit. We're getting close to wrapping up this unit. Thank you for joining us asynchronously on your Wednesday. So today we're going to talk about readers, reflect, and make new goals. You'll need your notebook and a pencil. Our objectives: I can identify one way I improved my reading by sharing a success on Schoology, and I can write a goal for myself to continue working on in reading. So how do we know when we've made progress in something? Well, runners often keep track of their mileage and they can see it increasing. Architects have a blueprint and then they look at their final product and decide if it met their goals. A chef would design a recipe and then taste the final product and see if it tastes as good as they expected. So what's one way that you've tracked success in something? Think for a minute about something you've done in your life and you wanted to improve. How did you know when you improved? Did you start to score more goals in soccer or hockey? Could you do a new skill that you hadn't been able to do before in gymnastics or something else? We're going to use these two words today, reflect and accomplish. Reflect means to give serious thought or consideration. For example, when I reflected on my growth as a runner, I realized I can now run twice as far as I used to. And accomplish means to achieve or complete successfully. I have accomplished a lot in math. I've learned how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So what are your accomplishments as a reader? Let's reflect a little bit about some of the things that we've worked on and see if you noticed growth in those areas. How have you made progress as a reader? So take a look at your reading log. You might have an electronic copy of this, or maybe you've jotted the books that you've read down in your notebook. What does your reading log show about you as a reader? Does it show that you've read a variety of genres? Does it show that you're hooked on a particular series? What about your notes in your reading notebook? What do your notes show about you? Do they show that you're noticing funny parts or important parts or confusing parts? Have you been reading lots of mirrors or lots of windows? Have you been reading more of one or more of another? Have you tried to increase the number of mirrors or windows that you've been reading? What about your stamina? Are you able to read for longer than you were in the beginning of fifth grade? Are you able to stay focused longer? Are you rereading books or sections of books because they were confusing or interesting or because you liked them? So what does all of that say about you as a reader? Here is an example. This particular reader noticed they are hooked on a series, that they tend to read books that are mirrors, and that they need to take better notes. So this information can really help them decide what they've done well and what they might need to improve. So get out your notebook and put today's date. It's 10/28/2020. If you need more time, you can always pause the video, but I'm going to keep going. Write these sentence stems and leave yourself some space to finish them. As a reader, I have made progress on. As a reader, I have accomplished. And a next step for me as a reader might be. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Now I want you to complete the sentence stems, focusing on your growth as a reader in 5th grade. Take a look at your reading log, take a look at your notebook. What does it show about you as a reader? Have you increased your stamina? Have you been reading different genres? Have you been reading lots of books in a series? Have you been reading mirrors or windows? What do you notice about yourself as a reader? Go ahead and pause the video if you need more time. So you identified one way that you've improved your reading, and you will share that success on Schoology in just a minute. And you will also write a goal for yourself to continue working on in reading. So on Schoology, you're going to look for today's exit ticket. It looks just like this. And it's going to ask you to think and write about your success and an area that you'd like to continue working on. You should also, at some point today, make sure that you've gotten at least 20 minutes of independent reading done. And you're going to want to continue working on your writing as well. Remember, during our writing unit, we worked on building writing habits, writing for 10 to 20 minutes each day. So have fun doing that as well today. Thanks for watching.